So here we have the valve shims and clearance checklist. This is now being completed and I've got a few points now. So the first is each cylinder has two inlet and two exhaust valves. Those are A and B. The clearance specifications are 0.11 to 0.15 millimeters for the inlet and 0.16 to 0.20 millimeter for the exhaust. Each cylinder has a shim with the size or thickness described on one side. Normally it's on the top. I have seen some on the bottom, which isn't very helpful, but normally they're on the top. From the factory, when new, there are many non-0.05 millimeter increment shims. Now these are very difficult to find. Nearly all suppliers, in my experience, sell standard shims in sizes of 0.05 millimeters. Once you've completed the sheet with the measured clearances and shim values, you can then basically juggle the shims by moving from one position to the other, or new ones to try to get the clearance within specification. Again, in my experience, the clearance normally decrease with mileage. Now this could be due to the wear on the valve seat, which allows the valve stem to position itself further up when closed. The clearances can also increase due to possibly wear on the shim itself. If you're at a point where you need to decide whether you want your clearance to be on the large size or on the small size, in my opinion, it's best to have a clearance on the large size rather than the small. On the large size, it could be a little bit noisy, little bit tappy, but on the small size, I think there is more potential for damage if it is, really close to the minimum limit, and then um, with further mileage, it'll start to get below the minimum level. So yeah, so I think it's just a matter of once you've completed your sheet, look at what shims you have, what clearances you have, and where you can interchange one from another. Obviously, when you have to remove a shim, there is a procedure for it. I've got one of my videos on the description, which I did a few years back, so have a look at that. Yeah, it's a fairly delicate process. Just have to be careful. So just to try to minimize risk, I just try to um, minimize how many shims I want to move from one point to the other.